Hello everyone and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program Season 2! It's been probably about 6 months or more since I last recorded this fantastic game. And as I predicted in my last episode, within about a fortnight of me stopping recording this, the game updated and a whole bunch of new things were added. And since then, 2 more significant updates have been included into this game. So 3 big updates all in all, and I haven't touched a single one of them. I've seen a few features here and there, but nothing major. I haven't actually got to try it out. So we're gonna start a new game, just to get hold of all the new features, and also because I lost the save file for the previous world when my computer died and had to be resurrected. So that was unfortunately lost in the course of it. To be honest, I think a new game will serve us well anyway. So let's start a new game. There are 3 modes now. There is the sandbox, which is the creative mode, science, which is what we were doing before. So in order to get new parts, you needed science, which you gathered from doing experiments on other planets. But now there was a full-blown career mode where it's not just science, but there's also reputation and funds. Money is a major factor in this now. If you want to build big, you're going to better have the money to do it. So no more pointlessly massive spacecraft to deliver a little rock somewhere, I don't know. We're also going to get our flag back. There we go. So we're going to go for career mode. There's also difficulty options as well. I had a look at this, but basically, there's so many different features here that all change depending on what difficulty you're playing on. Well, I think for this initial playthrough, we're going to keep it on normal. So all the rewards and things are 100%. Could just tweak that up a bit. No, I'm not going to. So we'll keep it on normal, and later on we might put it up on hard. No reverting of flights and no quick loading will be interesting. And missing crews respawn. Now that's something that I might want to change. Any crew that are dead, I might want to keep them dead. I don't know. Auto-hire crew members before flight. Okay. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start this game. Did I actually name it? I didn't. Let's name this. That's not how you spell director. Director Misfit. There we go. And boom. Into the game we go. So a lot of this episode is pretty much going to be covering a lot of the new features that are in the game and everything. Oh, see, straight away, so much new stuff. So here's our money up the top here. That's how much cash we have. It's just 25 grand. Our reputation, which is in the middle, I think we want to keep it towards this side and not towards this side. This blue area in the middle does expand or something, I'm not sure. And we can actually see our science in the HUD now. And that's how much we have, which is 0. And contracts. That's a big thing for gaining both funds and reputation. We'll be looking into that later. I think... I'm not sure what that is. You can also time warp whilst on the launch pad as well. Or while viewing the Kerbal Space Center. Which is now destructible. These buildings can all blow up and you have to spend money to rebuild them. What is that? Mission control. Oh, okay. Let's see, what's all this? Not very long before an arguable crash landing, the chief bookkeeper from Kerbal Wolf First Records realized that we're getting nowhere figuring out if we actually had no clue what to do next, so it's usually just on this, we now need your help. We want to launch a vessel to officially start off the space program. Okay, this is where we accept our contracts then. So in order to... Let's see, what do we do? Rewards. Well, basically all we have to do is launch a vessel. And we will get some money. Oh, that's in advance. You get some money for it first. So as soon as I accept it, I will get some cash. And then upon completing it, I will get some more and some science and some reputation. Okay, cool. Okay, and it doesn't expire. That's an important thing. I did watch one of Kurt J. Mack's videos. I think there's only new Kerbal Space Program video, and some of his contracts did run out. So let's just keep an eye on that. We want to launch a new vessel to achieve an altitude of 5 kilometers. We should be able to do that. Yeah, and there's no time limit. And escape the atmosphere. Now, can we escape the atmosphere? Which is 70,000. I don't think we'll be able to get that first time. It's definitely not orbit Kerbin, but that's kind of the there is a kind of a progression with these contracts. So as you get more advanced craft and more advanced parts, you can get better contracts. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to accept this one. So we're going to launch a new vessel, and we're going to try and go for this one here of achieving 5 kilometers. So they're in our active ones, and I think we can look at our all of our past contracts here. Okay, so we've got a mission. Now, is this the astronaut? Yes, it even says here. Okay, so that's mission control. There's a spaceplane hangar, VAB, administration building. What the heck is this? This is something added in the latest update. To be honest, I don't know much about that update apart from the fact that the buildings blow up. Okay. Alright, so we've got different people doing different things. Outsource R&D. Why do all the data crunching ourselves when we can contract external research labs to help us process the data we receive? Okay. So 5% of our income. Huh, wait a minute. 5, 10, 10, oh. Oh, right, okay, so basically you can buy science with money. Oh, right, this is like a conversion thing. So you can convert money into science or the like. Okay, and you can convert reputation into science and money. Okay, that's cool. I'll probably take advantage of that later on when I got over an abundance of something. Research and development. Now we have 0 science, but let's see what parts we have. We've got our command pod, basic engine, basic booster, basic fuel tank, girders, a parachute, and transmitter. Perfect. And that needs 5 science and gets us stuff. Alright, we remember that from before. Astronaut complex. We're going to need some astronauts. So, well, you, Halman, you look like a fine candidate. I wonder, can you fire people? Probably not. So we're going to take on Halman. Yeah, it definitely doesn't look like you can fire people. I think the only way of getting rid of them is to kill them. But we don't want to do that. Oh, Shelgar, come on down. You are joining our program. And Sherdis, you're our 4 pilots. 4 test pilots. Okay, so I think we've got everything. And there's the tracking station as well, which we'll have to take another look at in case anybody's forgotten. Where we can look at our lovely planet of Kerbin. And everything else in our solar system. And here is something that's pretty new from last time. These are asteroids, which are now orbiting the sun. I don't know what it's called. I think it's the sun. I can't remember. But they're all orbiting the sun in around Kerbin as well. And this was added for the Asteroid Redirect Mission update, which is the one that came out a couple of weeks after I stopped recording. But basically, you can send craft out to one of these asteroids, grab it, and you can tow it into Kerbin's orbit or any other planet if you want. And you can actually track these guys so that they don't disappear. Because I think these are all procedurally generated. And they'll just appear and they'll disappear. Unless you mark them or track them or whatever. Okay. Alright, we're getting a tad distracted here. What is this? I don't know what that is. Okay. Right, so let's go to the VAB and let's create our first spacecraft. don't think anything much has changed here, other than the fact that you've got your limit of money, total money down here, and as you can see, it's taking the money off as we build our ship. I don't know if it affects when we save the design, or if we have to have multiple, like if you design a spaceship and then you you save it, whether it will only charge you for it every time you use the craft, or just by actually having it as well. Also, the flag. Let's zoom in here. The flag is on the command pod now, and I know that's a little difficult to see, but there's a bigger version in the back if you really want to have another look at it. So, all right. We don't have any kind of decouplers at this stage, do we? We do not. So we're going to need some parachutes. This is not going to be a very big craft, because what's going up with this craft is going to have to come back down. Put our engine there. Let's go for 3 boosters. And like that. Let's get our... There's something I'm not actually doing, is looking how much all this is costing. 5,463. It's actually not too bad. Science. Do we want to transmit? No, we're not. We're gonna leave that just now. Anything else I'm missing? No. Well, there's nothing much else. We've got pretty much used every single part in the game apart from that radio. I really hope that those parachutes are going to hold this craft. If not, our first flight is going to be a disastrous one. So, So our first craft, the capitalization 1. That is going to be a pain to say. I hope it does not become a running theme. And, oh, crew. Who are we going to have? You know what? We're going to have Jebediah on our... No, actually, no. We don't want Jebediah. Shelgar, you are our first test pilot. And let's save that, and then let's go to the launch pad. I had one quick go of this game in a creative mode just to make sure all the audio was right, and it's a good thing I did, because the audio for this game is actually incredibly loud compared to a voice. And oh my gosh, at all the buttons up here. Oh, okay, so we can see how much money we used. About 6.5 grand on this ship. The interface looks a bit better, and we want to keep that up. I don't know what that is. We want to keep this up. We want to see when we launch our vessel, which will happen almost immediately at that specific thing. So, also the throttle starts off halfway now, which is really nice. Let's turn on our SAS, and Shelgar, let's go for our inaugural flight in 3, 2, 1. Boom. Oh crap. Oh, I forgot the staging. Oh, that was a really stupid mistake. Oh, okay. So, this is going to end very badly. Oh crap. Okay. Is anyone alive? No. Okay. So we launched the vessel. We're gonna revert. No. Let's head back to the space center. We lost Shelgar. Oh no. Okay. We got some money though. Let's see what happened there. Archives. So yeah, we launched the vessel, but solid fuel booster landed on Kerbal. Going to test the fuel. All test conditions. Oh, we need to take off and land with a booster. We don't get much. We get some reputation for it, but our reputation didn't seem to take much from it. In flight. altitude to that. Okay. I think we're going to try this as well. So we don't have a stacked decoupler, so we can't do that other one. Alright, let's try this one again. I can't believe it. Okay. So... Wait a minute, wait. Let's go back to the astronaut complex, because I want to see if Shelgar is being remembered by his comrades. Lost. Oh, missing in action. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, that's just a little sad. It's a little sad. Shelgar had such amazing dreams for space travel and failed at the first hurdle. Okay. Alright, Jobert. You are taking over. And before we do anything, let's fix this staging. So. Let's get everything here. And there. Okay. So let's save that. That should be fine. So 5.5 grand for this ship. Okay. Right. Let's try this again. Oh, man. It's been a while. I expected to screw up something in this episode. I did not expect that. Staging is a killer in this game. Okay, so here's our new objectives. Achieve an altitude of 5,000 meters. Sorry. And test our booster. So we need to take off and land with it. Now we might fail that, actually. Anyway, let's just go for this. And we're going to go whole hog. Okay, Jobert. Let's do this. Okay, so here we go. Taking off. We're relatively stable. And our parachutes haven't opened this time, so that's a start. And we have tested our fuel boosters, apparently. So I think we've done it. Oh. Contract complete. Oh. Oh, we've got two things. Launch a new vessel. Oh, right. And set an altitude record. Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay, so I think we've done everything. So I think we just need to land this back. How much fuel have we got? We're about to run out of fuel. So what height did we achieve? 22,000. If we go to the map, we're going to go up to about 56,000 and we're going to come back down over the ocean. That is probably the best thing for this ship. Because if we land on the ground, something's going to blow up. We just know it. But, oh! Almost forgot one crucial thing. I was so distracted by all the money, I forgot the science. So we're in the upper atmosphere. We're not going to get to space. But a crew report will help us get a little bit of science. Now, hopefully the atmosphere is not going to mess up Jobert here. Okay, out you go. Oh no. Oh. Yep, you're going to need that. Down. Okay, do an EVA report. Okay. Up you go. I'm gonna have to zoom right in for this. Up you go. Oh, that was stupid. Why am I doing this? Now get back on the ship. And board. Oh! That's really scary when you're doing that. Okay. So I think we're about to reach. Yep, we're about to reach our apoapsis. And we can't transmit anything. Because we don't have a radio, but we don't need to. As long as we land safely, and that's the space center directly below us, so we're probably going to come down about here. And I really hope these parachutes are enough. So what else have they added to this game? They've added new markers, like this one here. Still not quite sure what they are, except for Yeah. So basically, you know, whenever you make a maneuver, you've got your 6 directions, your prograde, your retrograde, and all that sort of stuff. Before, just your prograde and retrograde showed up on the nav ball, but now these other ones as well, like your normal, anti-normal, I think is what they're called, um, they all show up as well. And oh, that's for the maneuver node, which doesn't exist anymore. So, um, and those buttons do something as well. I can't remember what though. Oh, it adds orbits, which is really nice. That's something we'll get into later. Oh crap, we are coming down directly over the space center. Why did we not go towards the ocean? I never tilted. I should have tilted. Okay. Well, now I really hope those parachutes work. If we land on a building, this will be the most terrible start to a series ever. Um, how are we doing on electricity is the only thing we've got. Oh, we've got monopropellant. Great. We've got nothing that can use it. Oh, there's our monies, I guess. Okay. Why did this hit to 500? Oh, that's the other thing. Okay. So I think we're going to open this up. Yeah, we're starting to burn up. We're going to open these at about 3,000 and descend slowly. Hopefully. Well, at least we're not going to land on anything here. Because I don't want to lose anything, because I don't think we'll be able to get any money to replace it at this stage of the game. We didn't drift much at all. Well, we're halfway to the ocean. But we are approaching the ground rather quickly. Jobert is looking decidedly nervous, and as well you should. This parachutes have not been tested under these conditions. Why we didn't have a contract for testing the parachutes under these conditions, I don't know. Deploying parachutes. Now they're going to pop open at about 500 meters. Which I actually should have changed to make them pop out a bit higher, but oh well. Coming down around the outside of the space center. Oh, let's see, please pop open now. And okay, so the ship is not going to break apart. If the ship hits the ground, anything above 10 meters per second, stuff breaks. It's the same for your landing and all that sort of stuff. So I think each part actually does have a tolerance and it changes, but on the whole, 10 is the one that you want to be stay under. So this ship is going to survive. If anything, we might land directly on the engine, which would be cool. But there are some interesting things as well that they've added to the game, such as the recovery of space, not just your spacecraft that you land with, but any debris that manages to make it back down to Kerbin can be recovered and you get money back. If they have fuel in them, it also gives you money back, so you don't have to waste the fuel. But that all depends on how far away from the space center you are. So now the game actually has an incentive for you to land as close to the space center as possible, because the closer you are, the more money you get back from it. And we're about to touch down here. Perfect. Excellent. Now I could get some science here, but I'm not going to. So let's recover our vessel. I really should have named it the Capitulation 2, but oh well. Okay, so we got a crew report. We got our EVA report from the atmosphere. We got some science for a recovery of a vessel that survived a flight. We did not make it into space this time, but that's fine. We've got 19 science, which is more than enough to start us on our path to more parts. Speaking of parts, this is the money we've gotten back. So if I'd actually stopped firing my engines, we'd have got some more money back for that fuel tank. Sorry, just taking another drink there. So all these parts were fine and they weren't damaged. The parachute, oh, we got a lot of money for the parachutes, but I think we had more, quite a few of them. So, and oh yeah, 15 parts, 4 resources recovered, 2 kilometers from Kerbal Space Center, 97.9% value. So, about 2% of the parts fell off on the way back. Our crew, he is back and he is available for new missions. We got 16 reputation for it. Or no, plus 0 reputation. I wonder where that 16 is from then. Oh well. Probably from the contracts actually. So, I'll hit next. Oh, next. Done. And we got some tick marks. So we got our altitude of 5,000 meters has been achieved. So, oh, that's where our reputation is. We got 11 reputation for that, and some money. And didn't get a lot of money. We got some reputation, so not much. So a lot of these contracts vary quite a bit. But we did get some science as well. So speaking of science, let's go to the R&D. So we've got 19.1. I don't know where that point 1 came from. 0.1 science to spend. This one costs 5. So let us. What do we get for this? A smaller fuel tank, a large fuel tank, mystery goo for science, and a stacked decoupler, which is amazing. So let us. How much do they cost? No, 500, 1,600. Not much, and quite a lot. So research 5 science. This gives us access to 3 more tiers. Oh, that's a landing engine, some struts, and radial parachute. And the only attractive thing about that right now is the parachute. At this stage, anyway. Radial decoupler is also really nice. We can't get that, and doesn't look like we're able to get any of these. We're 0.9 away from it. Oh, the gimbling engine is good, booster is good, and Sepratron is good. It's also the most expensive. So that's all we've got for science today. Technology, science archives. Oh yeah, this was around before. 2 flying situations. 2 report, 1 hidden. Why is 1 hidden? I'm not sure what's going on here. Alright. So let's head back to the Space Center. And to be honest, I think that will do it for today. So this has been Kerbal Space Program. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm certainly looking forward to a lot more adventures in this newly updated game. It's going to be very more of a challenge, a bit more realistic with project management. And yeah, I'll hopefully see you guys next time. Bye now.